Can he shoot?
Yes, I can shoot.
What's happening, family? This is your boy ASAP with the Cannon, and I want to show you guys how to make this dope music video transition in under 5 minutes. In order to execute this transition, you're going to need 2 clips that you want to transition in between in a freeze frame or a picture. As you can see, these are the 3 clips that I'm using to transition in between, and what we're going to do is start with the middle clip. We're going to skim through and find a place where we can add a freeze frame by using Shift Hold. We're now going to zoom in on our timeline and delete anything after the frame hold that we don't need. Now that we have our freeze frame in the timeline, what we want to do next is shorten this clip to about 10 frames. So we're going to move our cursor 10 frames to the right and use shortcut option Command B to splice the clip. Next, we'll be applying a paper texture overlay to the freeze frame to enhance the effect. If you guys don't have any paper textures, I'll leave a link in the description below. But we're going to drag and drop our paper texture over our freeze frame, then splice it so it can line directly up with the freeze frame. We're now going to move over into the inspector window and change the rotation to 90 and increase the scale to 180, and also change the blending mode to linear dodge. Next, we're going to move over to our effects tab and we're going to search for color curve. We're going to apply that on our paper texture, and then we're going to make an S curve in order to highlight the paper rips and folds on the paper texture. Next, we're going to move over to the 3rd clip to finish up the effect, and this is by far my favorite part of the effect. So we're going to duplicate that clip by holding Option and dragging upwards, and then we're also going to add a freeze frame to the top clip. While the top clip is still highlighted, we're going to move 10 frames to the right, and we're going to use Mac Option Command B to splice the clip and delete anything after that. Next, we're going to move over to our effects window, and then we're going to search for draw mask, and then we're going to apply that on our selected clip. Now that we have our clip selected and the draw mask is applied, we're going to zoom in, and this might take a little bit, but I'm going to actually mask around this whole subject. So y'all give me a minute and I'll be right back. Woo, child, that took a little minute. But as y'all can see, my subject is fully masked out. We're going to use the draw mask control, then we're going to feather inward to -4, and we're going to fall off to 25, and this actually gives us a better cutout of our selection. Next, while the masked out clip is still highlighted, we're going to drag that over our paper texture, and then we're going to count 3 frames to the right, and we're going to scale this down to 8 frames. Next, we're going to move over into our inspector window. We're going to change the opacity to 0, set a keyframe, hit the down arrow key, and move 1 frame to the left, and then change the opacity back to 100. Now it's time to make this effect a little bit more seamless, and it's all about that Gaussian blur, baby. So we're going to drag and drop that Gaussian blur onto that freeze frame, and we're going to increase the amount to 80. We're going to add a keyframe, and we're going to hit the down arrow key, and then we're going to go 1 space to the left, and then we're going to drag that amount back to 0. Now it's time to add camera shakes and movements to make this effect more dynamic than it already is. So what we're going to do is we're going to highlight the paper texture in the bottom clip, and we're going to compound those. We're going to set the rotation to 3.7, and then we're also going to increase the scale to 114. You're going to press the down arrow key to go to the end of the clip, then the left arrow key to go 1 frame to the left. Now decrease the rotation to -4.5, and then we're also going to increase the scale to 119. Next, we'll be applying a camera shake zoom effect to the top clip from in movement to add a little more flair to the overall effect. We're going to drag in that effect, make sure it aligns perfectly, trim whatever we don't need, and then we're going to hit our inspector window, and then we're going to decrease the scale amount to 125. Now we're going to add a film burn to the effect to solidify it and make it a smoother transition. This is the film burn that I've chosen. We're going to drag this into the timeline, and we're going to increase the scale to 160. And then we're going to change the blending mode to linear dodge. Next, we're going to skim through the film burn to see where it flashes the most, and we're going to eliminate those. Just like that, and then we're going to do the same thing at the end of this clip, and we're going to eliminate wherever the flash points are. And then we're going to just drag this back. And last but not least, I'm gonna reset the parameters for the bottom clip because I just don't like it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the end of the clip 1 frame to the left, and then I'm going to add a keyframe and increase the scale to 118. I'm gonna go back to the beginning of the clip, add a keyframe, and I'm going to go back to the end of the clip 1 frame to the left, and then I'm gonna decrease the rotation by 7.3. And there you have it. A music video transition effect in under 5 minutes. Drop a like, let me know what y'all think in the comment section, and make sure y'all subscribe to that channel and hit that bell notification. And I'll see y'all on the next one.
We love you, ASAP.